Are you sick and tired of losing money? Do the opposite. Do the opposite. Do the fucking opposite. As I did right here and as I'm gonna show you with this video, and I am back to winning. We haven't lost a single trade with the reverse approach. Let's show the reverse approach in this video and how to trade it in order to do the very same thing that the institutions are doing and not be part of the dump money anymore. Let's begin with our strategy. And as you saw from the thumbnail and the title of this video, this strategy is gonna teach you how to do the opposite thing. In other words, do the opposite from the dump money and go ahead and take almost always wins as we are doing now with my trading community. I have adjusted our strategies and I have invented what I call the reverse approach. Now, I'm not going to show you the strategy exactly as we are using it in the trading signals and the academy, which by the way is only $99 for a lifetime and you have access to daily live sessions by me. But I'm gonna show you the whole logic and I'm gonna show you 3 beautiful examples as well. How does the reverse approach work first of all and why it works? Let's go ahead and assume that you have a move. Let's simplify it and let's say that you have a move like that with a huge impulse. Okay, we have created higher highs and higher lows as we can see right here. Okay. Higher high compared to that, higher low compared to that, this compared to that, and so on and so forth. Now, you are expecting, even though this is a very ideal scenario, you will almost never see something so beautiful, only in very trending markets. But let's suppose that over here, you are given this image as I have it right here. And I would like to do it a little bit bigger actually. Let's do something like that. What do you think, my question to you before we go into the rules, what do you think most people are doing in these occasions? Okay, what do you think? Let's suppose that we have a fair value gap somewhere around here. Okay, here we have a fair value gap. The lowest fair value gap. Let's suppose that it is even lower. Let's suppose that it is somewhere over here. Good. Let's suppose that we have another fair value gap somewhere around here. I will show you first of all why the strategy works. You have to keep an open mind though, because I know that you are very attached into being the dump money and that you are so much attached into losing actually. You have learned, they have taught you all of those things in order to use you as liquidity for the big players. So have an open mind and go ahead and try it and you will thank me later. Even the free stuff that I'm gonna show you right here, even though I highly suggest that you join the lifetime, huge special deal. I'm not gonna have this deal forever. It's gonna go back to the initial prices. There are people who see that as a resistance. Other people see that as a resistance, which they're expecting it to become support. And there are more people who see this thing down here as the order block. So we have, let's say this is our order block inside and center. And let's do it a little bit larger. This is our order block. And for a bunch of people, this is an FVG that they're willing to take long, of course. Okay, FVG, let's put it inside and let's copy that to be a little bit quicker. Another FVG right here. And here we will call that resistance to support. Okay, so there are all those kinds of traders right here, as you can see, who are willing to do what, guys? They are willing to go long. Every single one of them is willing to go long. Okay, you know that you are being taught the very same thing again and again and again, with promises that those things are gonna give you enormous winning percentages, which they are not gonna give you. Because if they would give you that, then you would be having them right now. You don't have them not because you don't know how to trade, but because you are the liquidity. They taught you how to become the liquidity and you will not be able, even with this video, to unlearn what you have been taught. People who started following me with my new approach, we haven't had a single loss since I started using this approach. And I have very specific rules for that, way more advanced than what I'm showing you right here. So you will have to study if you get into the academy, but you will start being part of those people who will almost always win. And I say almost, I don't say always. So people go long from here. First FVG, it might give them that down. Oh, resistance traders, this will work 20% of the time. And an FVG also below. There is also an FVG below the resistance. Okay, resistance traders don't care about the FVGs, they trade like that. Now those people who trade FVGs, they call themselves smart money traders. They are the dumbest of the dumbest. Okay, there is nothing that you can trade right here which will give you a statistical advantage if you keep just, pay attention, if you just keep trading the FVGs blindly. Nothing right here. I know that you don't like what I'm telling you. I know that you might have a winning month or you might have had a winning month and you will go ahead and tell me, no, Chris, I'm winning with the FVG. No, you are not winning with the FVG. Okay, you are not winning in a span of 12 months. You won 1 month because the algorithm was adjusted like that and you're gonna give it all back times 10. You know what I'm talking about. Let's not pretend that you don't know. Now there are the order block traders, which is also the very same thing as support. Okay, there is almost nothing different to that. There are support traders and order block traders over here, plus order block traders. What does make more sense over here, guys? What does make more sense? That price is gonna give you this win. It will give it sometimes, but the significance is that it will give you a move and then it will penetrate the shit out of your area. Now you might say, some of you are gonna say, that's why, bro, I'm waiting for this as a liquidity and I'm entering on the bottom order block right here. You, my friend, are bullshitting yourself, because if that is a continuation, and of course it doesn't mean that we have changed bias, you are trying to catch a very small move over here and that's it, you will not know, and you will see it happening a ton of times, you will not know where price is gonna be reacting from. Let's assume that it will reverse from here. 1 billion times you will see that happening. Let's assume we have our first FEG here and an order block down here. 1 billion times it will come close if it is to reverse, and it will go randomly out of nowhere. And you will be like, oh my goodness gracious, what the hell happened here? I didn't have the opportunity. It missed me for a little bit. Then the next time, what you're gonna do, you are gonna go ahead and you will say, last time it missed me for a bit. So now that I see the push, I'm gonna enter instantly here. And the next time, what's gonna happen? This is gonna happen the next time. Pretty much I described your whole life as a trader, your whole career. And you know that I have described you, exactly you, because I am somebody who has gone through those steps. I know those things. I am adjusting my strategies constantly to the algorithm. The algorithm changes, guys. It does change. If you don't think that there is an algorithm that changes and adjusts to what they're teaching you on YouTube in order to destroy you, then you will always belong to the dumb money, and I feel very sorry for you. What we are gonna be doing right now, we will proceed 2 examples with this simplified version that I'm gonna show you right here. Now, I will take a screenshot and I will also test that as a thumbnail. We will call that the reverse approach. And now let's go ahead, guys. We delete that, but we have it already as a screenshot that we can use. Now, before we proceed, you see right here that I'm giving away lifetime access for only $99 and we have 60 reviews. You can see that we have almost 5 stars right here. you can go ahead and choose Signals and Academy for $99 for a lifetime, no more fees. Or you can go ahead and choose the one-on-one mentoring. We will do 1 hour one-on-one mentoring, and then I'm also gonna give you lifetime access to the Academy and Signals. And if you want to test those strategies to the best and trusted prop firms, I have gathered them at chrisfxoriginal.com/best prop firms. Nonetheless, I highly suggest that you join the Discord server. We are going live every single day, guys. Every single day, we are going live for at least 1 hour. Now, let's go ahead and show some beautiful examples. Those are the two examples that I had shown you from the thumbnail. Okay, those are the two examples from the thumbnail. Now I'm gonna be deleting those. It will be way better to go with the trend. What do I mean go with the trend? I'm giving you like 20%, 30% of the premium strategy that I adjusted. What I mean go with the trend, I will help you. I know that there are more intermediate moves here, but I'm not gonna draw all of them. I mean, and I have said to my Signals group that it is way better in those occasions, it is way better to go ahead and trade the invalidation of an area. In this situation, those areas could be areas as order blocks. So what do I mean by this invalidation thing? As I showed you previously, let's first analyze the long trades from the order blocks. Most times you will not be able to predict them during an uptrend. Okay, as an example over here, if you want to go ahead and buy, you wouldn't be predicting that it will react from this one. If you start trading every single order block that you see here, you will get destroyed. It looks nice in retrospect. It also looks very nice from this order block right here, but try this thing again and again, and I guarantee you that you're gonna fail. Nonetheless, over here, we have an order block. This bullish candlestick before this down move is our order block. And I will show you again and again and again that this concept happens. This concept holds. Look what happened here. Look what happened here. It got violated. It got retested and price left. This is on a higher time frame. We will show how to capitalize on that. And you will tell me, Chris, isn't that resistance becomes support? Kind of, in a way, if you are very beginner, but of course there are a ton of rules that you can follow in order to make this thing work. Here it looks very garbage, and here it might not look the best. It is a smaller area. I have found the strategy in my premium that I'm pinpointing very small areas such as this one, which when they get violated, then you can go ahead and buy in this occasion. Nonetheless, what you can do, almost always, you will be having a reaction first from those areas. So what you can do in these occasions, you will be doing the following. You will be scaling down to the 1 minute time frame. On the 1 minute time frame, you will be looking for a reaction, a small manipulation of the reaction, and then when it reverses back in the range after the manipulation, I want you to take the trade on the opposite side. Again, 15-minute very apparent order block over here. I'm not using it with order blocks, by the way, in my Signals and Academy. Anyways, 15-minute order block right here. We switch down to the 1 minute. Almost always it will give a reaction so that the dump money are gonna go ahead and short. Okay, the dump money is short here and they're targeting absurd stuff. What you will do, we created now a new low right here. As you can see, you wait for a small manipulation. You have your manipulation on the 1 minute. Okay. A reversal back in the range, and now you go long here. The exact opposite of the dump money. Now, you can place the stop loss here because you waited for the manipulation. You can also place your stop loss down here below this structure in case that you want a safer stop loss. You will go ahead and target at least a 2-to-1 reward to risk. I would advocate that you don't go for a more than 2-to-1 reward to risk. You will be winning a very significant amount of times, way more times than the times that you're gonna be losing. So what we're doing here, what are we doing here? I know that many of you, especially beginners, are gonna be like, what the hell is this guy showing? I'm afraid to go against what other people are teaching, and this is why you will always remain the liquidity, unless you decide to change this behavior right now. I'm telling you, they are doing the opposite from what you are doing. Beautiful. Let's see for how long this went, just for information purposes. As you see, it went for way more than that. You would have hit even a 6-to-1 reward to risk. I'm not telling you garbage, let's say, I'm not giving you garbage advice, it's not advice. Garbage education here, I'm telling you go for your 2-to-1 and no more than that. Let's move forward to the short example now, guys. Start new. So, what are they gonna tell you? Search for apparent order blocks, such as this order block right here. This is a very apparent order block that we see right here. Okay, it is a very apparent order block. Let's zoom in a little bit more. Extended this one. You can choose this one or you can choose the lowest one. You can choose whatever you want from the two. Some people are choosing the last bearish candlestick before the up move. Some people the lowest one. Whichever the case is, what you're going to be doing is pretty simple. Price, you're on the 15-minute time frame, is back. Go to the 1-minute time frame. Simple as that. Go to the 1-minute time frame, you see a reaction, wait for a violation of this area now. And you have your violation. You can even enter instantly here. I will wait a little bit more. Okay. I will wait a little bit more. Anyways, you will see how and where my stop loss would be going. There you go. I will be entering here. Now the stop loss can go above this area, but you could theoretically have an additional manipulation. So which area is not gonna be broken? Because if it is gonna be broken, it's gonna give them the win. It's gonna give you the win here if it gets broken, because you guys saw that as a change of character and you are long right here and you are targeting at least this area. The safest option is here or here even, if you want. Very nice. So we are short already, targeting a 2-to-1 reward to risk at least, or even you can target below the area. And there you go. In this example, which I didn't recall, to be honest, I thought this was the last move, but you see we had an extra move. So the way that I'm teaching it to you here, it's not the bullshit always go and place a tight stop loss. No, this is the bullshit that other YouTubers are gonna tell you. You go ahead and place your stop loss all the way up there. Now, for how long did this trade run? More than a 10-to-1 reward to risk, guys. 10-to-1. Maybe it went for even more. No, it went up to a 10-to-1 reward to risk. I am advocating again that you go for a 2 or 3-to-1 reward to risk. Personally, I would say a 2-to-1. Do not exaggerate, because you want to win many, many times and you want your equity curve to look something like that, and you don't want to see that in your equity curve, guys. Okay? You want to be professional, in other words. Very good. Now, as an example, look right here. This was another small example right here. Maybe not the best, but let's analyze it. Clear resistance, start new, clear resistance, clear order block. I took this trade, by the way, long, 7 a.m. in the morning here, where I live, in Greece, 7 a.m. in the morning, and I recorded it. So those numbers are from this win over here, this 128, which is quite a lot of money for the 25k accounts that I'm rocking right now. Here, I did take it with my own approach, so I was already in the trade right now. As you see it, I was already in the trade. But the approach that I'm showing you right here also works. Let's tap on the order block. Still, we tapped on the order block. Let's wait for some form of manipulation. My stop loss is gonna go all the way down here anyways. Let's wait for some, oops, sorry guys, form of manipulation, a reversal back into my range. What do I mean range? I mean the low that was broken, and we are back. You should be entering here. Stop loss, tight like that? No, below this area right here. Or even below this area. If you want, I would say below this area right here. Price, 99% of the time is gonna do the exact opposite. Let's see. And off you go. That's it. That's it, guys. Very simple stuff. If you cannot follow this thing right here, what can you follow? It happens again and again. If I go right now, right here, as of the making of this video, I'm very convinced that you might be having something similar over here. Even though this is kind of an enormous order block to use, I don't know how this can work right here. This is kind of an enormous order block. But even if you could go back in time and trade from the beginning of the order block, this is very much in retrospect, of course, now, is easier said than done. Okay, this example, but this is your first tap. Here you created some structure. You wait for the manipulation of the structure, and the stop loss will go above here. Let's see if we have a manipulation. We do have it. A bearish candlestick. You enter here and you place the stop loss above this high right here. You target a 2-to-1 reward to risk at least. And there you go. How many times do I have to tell you? I'm gonna be creating a ton of videos. I will be known for the reverse approach, remember that. Some members said that I shouldn't be opening up your mind to this approach because it's gonna stop working. The reality is that it's not gonna stop working, guys. It is not gonna stop working because even the best of you right here, or most of you, let's say, right here watching this video, are gonna say that this is absolute bullshit. Your minds have been successfully wired by the big players in order to create you as the liquidity. And I'm here debunking all the myths, and I am here having adjusted my own strategy, and I haven't lost a single trade in the past 8 trades using this approach. This similar approach. I'm trading it differently than what I'm showing you right here, even though this will also give you wins way more times than it's gonna give you losses if you keep an open mind. Way more times, I'm telling you that. Now you can always join the beautiful Discord server, which is the Academy, plus the signals. I have a ton of lessons right here. We are using this strategy specifically. It has 5 videos, premium videos inside here, and I'm doing a ton of giveaways in the community. The community is not huge, so you have extremely huge odds of winning as well. Every single month, in multiple prop firms, I'm doing enormous giveaways of 50k accounts. I'm also giving away money, literally for free, for those of you who are here and you are active in my Discord community. I literally gave away $100 to 2 persons, actually $50 and $50 to 2 persons. And we also do a ton of giveaways over here, guys. Okay, a ton of giveaways right here. So leave me a comment what you think about this approach. Test it out with fake money and tell me how the results went, and then join in order to see the exact points where the short gets invalidated right here, or the long gets invalidated, or the long gets invalidated here, or the short gets invalidated, so that you can successfully enter instantly. Subscribe and share it with all of your trading friends and family. Even if they're not trading, spam them with my face. Show them this guy right here, Chris, is revolutionizing the space of trading once and for all. Tell me what video you're gonna see next in the comment section. I will see you in the Discord community and in our next video. Bye bye.